my team. What's the word? What's the word? Blurred over. I fly like an agent, I'm double O. More than a soldier, I'm Buffalo. WT to the W. It's blurred over. I'm with my homies, that's my team. What's the word? What's the word? Blurred over. I fly like an agent, I'm double O. More than a soldier, I'm Buffalo. WT to the W. It's blurred over. You're the crew thick, like two brothers. That's full metal, no cool brick. 2-6 for the birds. Throwing out foul, homie, that's stupid. You're the blurred over, that's squad. Hold up, let me put that on hard. Most chastisable, certified, might as well crucify me, that's raw. Over the blurred, I'm up in the burbs. Reppin' this like it's the creed of my birth. Geek to the yeah, I'm with my homies, that's my team. What's the word? What's the word? Blurred over. I fly like an agent, I'm double O. More than a soldier, I'm Buffalo. WT to the W. It's blurred over. I'm with my homies, that's my team. What's the word?
So I heard you trained in hell.
So I heard you were the baddest and the strongest.
I have no qualms with you. Leave now and I'll let you live.
So we want to see if it's all talk, or you ready to throw these hands?
My only focus is the Lin Kuei.
Nah, we gonna settle this. We gonna settle this right now.
Your funeral.
Get over here! Akatsuki, what a joke.
Scorpion wins. Fate.
Goku. Son Goku. Cruiser. Yeah. He's back.
No! What's going on? Where am I? Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
My gosh! Where am I? I have no idea where I am.
Do you want a little help?
Don't worry about me. Fighting that little beast made me start thinking about the animals I left behind on the island, and so I let my guard down. Now to fight like I mean it.
All right.
It's over 9,000!
Well, looks like the good Lord just sent me a conversation starter.
Do you want a little help?
Don't worry about me. Fighting that little beast made me start thinking about the animals I left behind on the island, and so I let my guard down. Now to fight like I mean it.
All right.
Baby boys, baby girls, what's going on? It's your boy SKIP.88 here from BLERDOVER. We are back again on this very hot southern day in July in Birmingham, Alabama. We got a new podcast for y'all today. Hope y'all going to enjoy it. Glad for y'all for tuning in. Thank you for the 3 viewers that's tuning in so far. How y'all doing? We got some good topics we're going to talk about on this podcast. But first, we're going to let the crew introduce themselves in the way they want to reintroduce, and we're going to take it away. So whoever want to go first is all on you. Introduce yourselves. Let the people know who you are.
What's going on, everybody? It's Eskimo McFly here.
My bad, y'all. I'm eating. But hey, y'all, it's Black Widow.
What's up, everybody? It's Static Jones, baby! Hey, everybody. It's your boy LC Jeter in the building, player number 1.
This is player number 2, Lagatar, your wrestling co-host. How y'all doing?
It says bowel cleansing.
Is that?
That's not, no.
Is that everybody?
Oh, shit. He said, is that everybody? DeMarcus ain't go, and neither did I.
Oh.
This is Candy G with the T, a.k.a. Villainous Vixen.
Soft voice.
That's it.
Marcus, you gonna say something, or you gonna sit over there and feed your face? Come speak, boy.
Hey, I know there's another mic right here too.
I wasn't gonna touch it because I'm eating.
Get the mic.
That mic is easier to grab. It's closer to
Hey,
you.
you look at it. Get the mic right here, boy.
I got you. There we go.
What's up, everybody? It's the one-eyed ghoul.
That's all he had to say.
He got the deep voice the whole time.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this podcast. Y'all know the crew. They introduce themselves, and we're gonna get into this podcast, man. It's been a long week. So hope y'all had a good week, a very successful week, and we here to bring y'all some good topics that we're going to talk about that's going on in the nerd and blerd community. We're gonna be talking about some movies. We're gonna be talking about some of everything today, and and the first thing we're gonna be talking about is what we went to go see, Transformers, the new Transformer movie. So yeah, we went to go see the new Transformer movie, and it was awesome from the beginning to the end, to the characters we got introduced, and if y'all haven't went to go see it yet, y'all need to go ahead and turn this podcast off because it's gonna be some spoilers that's gonna be dropping major. Y'all gonna hate us, so I'm telling y'all now, just go ahead, leave, and enjoy the rest of y'all day because we're going to tell y'all some spoilers. But we're going to let somebody kick it off, and, let's get into it.
I'll start off with Transformers, so go ahead.
For me, as a fan of Transformers for a long while, I definitely enjoyed the movie. We had another Transformer introduced that wasn't in the previous movies from Michael Bay, and this is not a typical Michael Bay film, so I was deeply impressed about the movie.
Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air compared to the Michael Bay movies. I'll give it that. I liked it for what it was.
It was a Michael Bay film because it felt like Michael Bay film. It just introduced animals that weren't Transformers. And I was mad because they didn't have my boy Megatron in it.
But the animals are canon in the Transformer universe.
Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
Well, it should call it Beast Wars, not Transformers.
It says Beast Wars.
Beast Wars are part of Transformers.
We could tell someone fell asleep in the movie theater.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I did. It was kind of boring.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wasting the ticket, everybody.
I don't know. I like the movie. However, what I am tired of is they be trying to play like Optimus Prime as they do. He not, because the way they did Scrooge in that movie, no. I don't like that.
You mean Scourge?
Scrooge. However, it's still all spelled the same way. But yeah, I just didn't like that part of it. But yeah, it was overall a good movie.
I'm thinking, should I go and...
You say what now?
I just don't like that.
All right, so...
They always bring him out of nowhere, like...
As far as everything go, like how they put Scourge in it. Scourge was normally Galvatron's lackey. He was never a main enemy in Transformers.
Oh, he wasn't?
No. Scourge was...
He really wasn't the main one in this one either, though, right?
No, Unicron was. I like the fact that they finally introduced Unicron, and then the Michael Bay one, the last Transformers movie he did, they had Unicron
as in like the whole air.
He was just like built in the ground. No, Unicron was a destroyer of planets. He's another robot.
But he's a big ass robot, basically.
Yeah, he's playing. He legitimately eats planets. But they did that.
Shout out to Galactus.
So I like that part of it. I like the fact that they had Mirage in there.
Yeah, Mirage is that dude.
Mirage and Jazz, as far as like Transformers, Mirage and Jazz were like hand to hand. So I enjoyed that part of it. Just how it had the whole Bumblebee movie feel to me. If you ever watched the Bumblebee movie, it had that feel. So I was like, when I first started watching, I was like, okay, this is gonna be good.
It did.
Now, I guess it's not an end credit scene. What happened at the end when he was getting interviewed and when he flipped the card over? That tripped me the fuck out.
That did. I think it tripped everybody to hell. I was not expecting that at all.
I had to give it to Hasbro.
But then again, though, if you think about it, like the last scene where they was fighting, before it scored, when they was fighting him and had a guy had on the suit, I said, damn, that shit kind of looked like something from
Oh, you said we're giving spoilers, so
yeah, it shit looked like something from G.I. Joe when they had it on the first G.I. Joe movie. I was like, nah, they can't be what I think it is. Well, sure enough, when he was sitting there in that office, I said, this motherfucker gave him a G.I. Joe card.
But you think about it, if you look at, when Scourge knocked Mirage out, right, and Mirage basically put itself on Nate.
Mm-hmm.
That suit looks like the same suit from the first G.I. Joe movie.
Right.
So it was a link there. It was an Easter egg. I'm like, huh.
It looked just like the suit from G.I. Joe. So
I didn't watch G.I. Joe. I'm not interested.
The first one's not that good. The second one's not either, but
it really wasn't. I think they need to revamp that.
The Snake Eyes movie wasn't the greatest
Spoiler
either.
alert, John Cena is looking for a role to be in the next G.I. Joe
And I
movie.
definitely won't watch it.
I'll watch it because it is what it is.
But my thing is though, but it goes back to Tony can talk about this, going back to the 80s,
Ooh! No! Don't do that now. You was there.
I was there, but I was still in diapers and everything. So
nigga, I was in diapers.
What he was in? What he was in?
He probably like in one of those
No.
No, I was watching Transformers. Don't get me wrong.
I was gonna say the fins.
Back then, I was watching Transformers, He-Man, G.I. Joe.
But then again, I think that was like it was a whole universe back then between G.I. Joe and
It was separate universes. They never merged them.
I thought they was together.
Nope.
But I thought it was good because they did some crossovers before. Didn't
Yeah, in the
Never.
IDW comics, they did crossover.
In the comics, in the cartoon, they never did crossovers.
I thought the cartoon they did crossover.
No, they didn't.
I feel like I saw that, so I don't care what y'all say.
No.
I saw that
In the
before.
cartoon, they
never
never
seen a
did
G.I. Joe.
crossovers. They had a what was it?
No, you know what? Cobra was
the only-
in an episode
the only
of Transformers.
The only
Cobra was in it.
That's what I'm saying. I remember.
I don't remember that.
I remember seeing Cobra in Transformers one time.
But G.I. Joe was not. They introduced Cobra Command
I don't remember it.
in Transformers.
If it happened to happen, I said I don't remember it. So
Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
Because I was tripping. I was like, nah, I could have sworn it happened before.
No.
So you
They
saying
just didn't mention
Megatron
G.I.
and Cobra
Joe in the same
Commander?
breath because if you think about it, in the 70s, which was before everybody's time, they had
Can you get away from the computer for everything fall over? Sir? Thank you.
they
Appreciate it.
had introduced Cobra Command in Godzilla, the TV show back in the 70s.
that's why I said, hey, that's
Because I used to
beyond
watch
me.
a
I
lot
just
of
remember what I
Cartoon
watched.
Networks and stuff like that.
Because if you think about it, during that time, and I'm sorry if y'all missed out the good cartoon shows in the morning, you missed out on the wonderful time.
Well, Transformers came on in the evening time back in the day.
I'm talking about doing the morning, like early morning,
Saturday morning,
like
cartoon.
Saturday morning
Saturday
cartoon.
morning, yes.
Saturday morning cartoon.
Because
Yes.
you remember back in the day, well, you might not remember shit.
But
All right, so you'd come home and cartoons were on from 3 to 5.
True.
So I got Transformers
after
in
school?
after school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
He-Man came on at 3. What else? Thundercats came on at 3:30.
Sailor Moon.
No, Sailor Moon wasn't coming
this
on.
wasn't our time.
It wasn't our time. It was his time.
Okay.
But cartoons did come on from 3 to 5.
It's around their time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot
Then
they
you-
Sailor
like
Moon
4
didn't come
or
on
5.
till later on.
Okay,
when I
then
was
you're
older.
talking about Ghostbusters then.
Real Ghostbusters only came on Saturdays.
Okay,
That
then
is-
it
I
was,
remember-
then
I remember
it was
Ghostbusters.
what's the Headmasters?
Headmasters. That was Transformers. Headmasters Transformers because they had the little small robots that people got into.
Yeah, they put
Yes,
they
that
put
was
the helmet-
Transformers.
They had put the helmet on. I remember that cartoon. Damn, that's some old ass cartoon. But yeah, that whole lineup was fire. So from 3, but like the other morning cartoons out of like what 7 till 12.
Yeah, it was about 7 till.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna say till 12. It was 7 till about 10.
It wasn't. It
And
didn't
I
last
thought it
long
was
enough.
longer than that because you had like a whole plethora of cartoons during that time.
But they only came on
Yeah.
when
Take your time.
the story started coming on.
Chew.
Shut up, man. When you know the story started coming on, it was about 10 o'clock. So that's when cartoons ended.
True.
Oh.
But man, for the Transformers, I was like, who was your favorite character in the movie of Transformers?
The villains was lit. The villains were so lit in this.
But then again, he
he
wasn't made to be a villain though.
Who?
Skirt.
Yes, he was.
He saw his soul. That's what they
kinda
said.
No. In the original cartoon, like you did get introduced in the Scourge in the Transformers movie, the original one.
Right.
So they go to the planet. They get in a fight after Optimus Prime dies. Everybody who's injured, they throw out the ship. Because the dude who transforms to the ship, he said, Astro. He says, hey, it's too heavy. You need to lighten the weight. So they start tossing motherfuckers out the ship.
Okay.
Megatron gets tossed out. They bump into Unicron. Unicron turns them into his servants.
So he basically gives them like powers or some shit, right?
They were beat up and damaged and everything, so he rebuilds them.
So he went inside them.
You know,
Oh
basically.
Lord!
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, he did a deal.
So
Don't do that. I
you
don't
know,
like this.
Megatron gets turned into Galvatron.
Galvatron.
I can't remember who gets turned into Scourge, but Scourge is over the Sweets.
Okay.
Basically, it's the other ones. He turned them into his squadron.
So basically, it's like a whole nation of different nations of like Transformers. You got the Decepticons, the Sweepers.
No, it's Decepticons, Terracons,
Predacons,
Maximals, Minicons,
Wasn't the Maximals
and Autobots.
Wasn't the Maximals the good ones or they were evil?
Maximals were good.
Good. Okay. Yeah, it
The
was
Predacons were they didn't have Predacons on the movie.
Right.
The Predacons are the evil ones, right?
Oh, the evil Beast Wars Transformers. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Terracons are what Unicron creates.
Yes.
Okay.
And Minicons come from
Minicons? Oh, Minicons.
Minicons.
And then you have a whole nother race called Squidicons, and
Squidicons?
yeah, it's a whole different planet.
And you got the Quintillions.
That's what it was, Quintillions.
Who the fuck are these people? I never seen them before.
Hey, this whole tribe of them, man. And you got even in the comic books, you got Transformers that like merge.
Here's the thing about this: you got all
Insecticons.
these nations, but none of this was even.
And not to mention the
I'm pretty sure all this was in the cartoon.
It's in the cartoon.
They
It is displaying.
explained it.
Really?
In the cartoon, it is.
Why I don't remember them?
Because you wasn't around in the day that they was coming on TV, so you didn't watch them.
Oh, that's right. It was everything black and white.
Like I said, it was good too.
What did they do? They had like actual figures on the TV.
The clay, like Gumby.
And you know the crazy thing about
Gumby was lit. No words.
the crazy thing about Transformers, you know Transformers is anime?
Yeah.
Okay. Most people don't know Transformers is actually anime.
People thought it was a cartoon.
People just thought it was a cartoon.
Nah, you can tell that's anime because
Yeah, Transformers are made off of origami figures that they use in Japan to make cranes and other animal type things.
Okay, so I know. So villain and Fix in the name. She liked the villains, of course.
They were so good. They were bomb. They were good. Don't lie.
What made them so good?
Like
out of all the villains, what made them so good?
Their powers, like they were pretty good. They were good.
But you know,
they had a solid team.
So basically, you just liked it how they just whooped shit out of Optimus.
So basically, they ain't come in telling their plans. They just went in straight killing.
They knew what they needed to do, and they got it. They was getting it done for the most part. They was getting it done.
So
I mean, it was only 3 of them. I got to give credit to villains.
Yeah, I got to. It was 3 of them, but they wrecked shop though.
Like that lady, the female one, the purple girl.
What was her name?
I don't remember.
Shadow something.
I know you're talking about.
Like she was bomb.
She got bombed.
But still,
Bumblebee got a hold of her.
But still,
I'm saying though, like for real, like they was pretty good. And how he had whatever he sent on that bird to like fuck her system up.
Oh, he had spit on her something like that.
He sent her a whole glitch. Like what?
Yeah.
That was fire. Stop playing.
She was like an android, and the iPhone got to it.
Damn.
But you gotta think about it. Think about like the Transformer movies when Megatron. Megatron had a whole elite force, and they was getting bodied by at least like 2 Autobots. But you had like what she said. You had these 3 people. They was going wrecking shop.
Well, they were powered by
by Unicron.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, but Megatron, he has like some devilish shit. He has some major big shit though. Like Starscream, he had that big ass worm.
That wasn't Starscream.
That was Starscream.
That was Shockwave.
Yeah, Shockwave. I'm sorry. Yeah, Shockwave had that big ass worm. I was like, bro. So the villains in Transformer always had the best stuff.
Well, they had always the bigger army.
True.
But they always had human help too. defeat them.
Oh, the Decepticons?
Yeah.
The Autobots did too.
But you didn't have that, in the movie. Except really, it was just one dude versus all of them.
So, this versus Michael Bay, where do you see this is going forward? I think this is going to be a new genre that Michael Bay should have introduced. But does it tie into the storyline of Michael Bay's movie? I don't know.
No, this is totally different.
But this is not Michael Bay, though, is it?
No, it's not Michael Bay.
Yeah, it's not Michael Bay.
He was in the credits. He was in the credits. He's part of Michael Bay's.
Well, who made this one though? Was it Michael Bay?
No,
it's a Hasbro movie.
It was a black director. I need to look him up real quick.
Of course, it was a black director. It looked like it. The whole story felt like black.
It felt like the '90s hip hop era.
Oh yeah, hey. Shout out to those who actually contribute to the soundtrack of '90s hip hop.
Oh, Toby! Oh boy, Toby made it. Hey, let's talk about the soundtracks though.
Yes,
it's on the same level as Spider-Man. Toby made that. He made this movie. All the songs he had. I'm still trying to find one song. The Last Battle. If y'all checked out if y'all listened to it, that shit was going hard. I know we was caught up on the fight, but when he was rapping, I said, "Damn, this motherfucker."
Yeah, it was
going
Steve
hard.
Cap Jr. Campbell Jr.
You know what? Most hype part about the movie to me when Bumblebee came out that plane and you start hearing.
We already knew what was gonna happen with Bumblebee because he can't kill out Bumblebee.
He just need to stay dead.
Bumblebee's always been that dude. He loyal.
Bumblebee is awesome.
Sick of it.
But you know why he can't talk? He was in the battle with Megatron, so that's why
his voice box was ripped out.
Yeah, so what? They could. You mean to tell me they can get powers from all these places, but the voice box can't be restored? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it.
She got a point. She do got a point.
I think it's bullshit.
I just be mad because he be whooping everybody's ass.
He doing shit with dying.
He do in the movie though. He ain't got cute.
Like a little baby.
He came back, didn't
Like a little
he?
toddler.
And what happened when he came back?
That was Mark.
Whooped ass.
He killed her favorite person.
He's pretty much
No, he
Pikachu and
didn't.
Transformers.
Popped her ass.
She wasn't my favorite person.
You can't kill off Pikachu, man. That's pretty much what he is in Transformers.
Nah, Bumblebee has always been that loyal dude. He's always been his right hand.
But my favorite character was Mirage though. Mirage was that dude.
Mirage is
slick mouth,
Bumblebee.
funny as
Wish she
hell.
could be.
That's fucked up. You gonna get off Bumblebee?
I mean,
Everybody will come hate you. What you got against Bumblebee?
I don't know. He's just like a child. It's just like a 4-year-old. You like a baby. Like, oh man.
But he can fight though.
He's the only
He's the youngest
one. The baby got out the yard and got hit. Like,
He's the only Transformer that actually got away with smacking Optimus Prime around.
That motherfucker got hands.
It's okay.
That's why I fought with him. He got hands down.
So Optimus Prime versus Bumblebee. Who wins?
Optimus is gonna win. He's a Prime.
And not to mention there was Optimus Primal.
What is that?
Yeah, Optimus Primal. Yeah.
Who was voiced by Ron Perlman.
The monkey.
Yeah. Is he black?
He was
No, Ron.
Okay, good.
No, Ron
Perlman is Hellboy.
I don't know.
But Ron Perlman's invited to the barbecue. I fought with Ron Perlman.
Hellboy.
Ron Perlman's invited to the barbecue.
Really?
Mark, you're making me nervous over there. Stop moving so damn much.
What you doing over there?
He's just on the phone. He reading.
Oh,
He's
okay.
growing. That's what he is.
I thought that door had popped open.
I did too. It did sound like that.
No.
But, so we said, so Candace got her. Who's your favorite hero? Your favorite
Wait, I
person
can't
in
say
movie?
the name right.
Scourge.
Scourge.
Yeah, that's Scourge.
That's my favorite from the movie.
I got
Optimus Prime.
Okay.
Optimus Prime.
Boo.
I'm still gonna go with Bumblebee, man.
Cheetor or mine.
Cheetor. I'm gonna have to go with Mirage.
What's yours, Paris? You watched it?
She ain't seen it.
You haven't seen the movie?
She walked in when I was watching it at the house, and then
She probably got no interest in seeing this.
Now the last scene
I'm sure she
in that
saw
movie,
it
I
if
want
she
to talk
wanted
about
to.
that when he had revealed that they, the GI Joe was like headquarters or base.
Yeah.
What was that ship they were building?
What was that ship?
that was the G.I. Joe ship.
That was the G.I. Joe ship.
No, because it looked like the one Scourge landed on that planet, like he got out.
Huh?
It looked like one of those ships.
Get a wristband.
Because if you remember,
Get one.
if you remember in the movie, in the beginning of the movie when he landed on the Maximus planet, he got out of the ship.
That might have been the ship.
It might have been the same ship.
So let's talk about this thing. So you think the tech that G.I. Joe have came from the Transformers?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Did they steal it?
All right. So
Was it stolen?
I'm not sure it was
Was it
stuck.
found?
I'm pretty sure they had some kind of deal.
I'm pretty sure they stole it because that's what white people do.
So you remember how I sit there and said the suit Nate had, right?
Right.
If you go back to the original or the first G.I. Joe movie. They used a suit like that.
Right.
So it was an Easter egg to it.
So it was an Easter egg before this movie came out.
Well, they used that suit on there, but they put that suit in there and made it look the way it looked because of that.
Stolen.
I don't know, because what was this timeline of this Transformers?
That I can't tell you.
The 90s.
Well, yeah, it was the 90s.
It was the 80s, I thought.
No, it was the
They play NWA. That's 90s.
Yeah.
No.
And you got to look at his Jordans because those Jordans came out in the 90s.
Indeed.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you got to
know.
go. Yeah, that is true.
The
So
60s.
from now, so what was G.I. Joe? Do anybody know when G.I. Joe was founded? Like in their universe?
No.
Shit,
It was in the 60s, though.
In the 60s. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
that's on the safe side. It's basically saying that like the Transformers was around in the 60s.
Transformers were here before that.
And not to mention, I think they're trying to set up like a Hasbro cinematic universe.
That's what I'm thinking. Because why would you introduce G.I. Joe in a Transformer movie?
And you know what else Hasbro got, right? The Thundercats.
Damn, they got Thundercats?
And
Yeah.
He-Man.
And He-Man.
Yep.
Well, no, that's Mattel.
No, Mattel has He-Man, but Hasbro has Thundercats.
What else Hasbro have?
Well, they got the board games. They got Battleship. They got Hungry.
Hungry Hippos.
We're talking about
They
cartoon
made
wise.
a movie out of Battleship, though.
We're talking about cartoon wise.
But my thing is, how you gonna introduce Thundercats?
They got Power Rangers. They got Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Damn.
They
Okay.
got
Ninja Turtles.
They got Ninja Turtles.
And they could do a crossover of that.
Damn, was there ever a crossover between Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe?
No.
No.
It came on 2 different time frames. G.I. Joe's the 80s, Ninja Turtles
So-
the 90s. Late 80s, early 90s.
But there was almost a crossover between Thundercats and the Ninja Turtles in the comics, but it never went through.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think how they gonna tie all that Thundercats into G.I. Joe and Transformers.
No, I think Thundercats.
That's gonna be like the 80s kids' ultimate dream right there.
No, I think they're gonna tie in like if they get the rights right, they're gonna try to tie in like Thundercats and He-Man if they could do like a collab with that.
Will be around that time.
Well, they're in 2 different universes. You know, you got Eternia. That's in a
They
different
made
universe or a different galaxy.
The Cops cartoon.
Oh, the Cops. Damn, I forgot about the
was
Cops
Hasbro.
cartoon.
Oh yeah, Cops. Yeah, I forgot about
That's
that.
why I became a cop.
Nope.
You ain't
Go ahead.
become a cop. That's your No, you lying.
That was a good cartoon. But how many episodes was that? Only what? 30?
I think it was like 40 episodes of that.
40 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they do like a RoboCop show too?
Yep.
Yeah, they did RoboCop.
They had 2 RoboCop cartoons.
All I remember is some of the villain in Cops. He was like a
Wait a
brain or
minute,
something.
didn't Mattel had the rights to the RoboCop toys?
Who did My Pet
was it
Monster?
I
Hasbro?
couldn't tell you.
Who
I'm
did
not
what?
too
My
expert.
Pet Monster. Was it Hasbro or Mattel?
My Pet Monster.
Hasbro did My Little Pony.
Well, duh.
I didn't know that.
And Mighty Max. Ooh, that'd be a good one. Mighty Max.
Mighty Max? I don't remember.
Mighty Max was kind of a dark cartoon.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Mighty Max. I remember Mighty Max.
Was
Had that big M in the middle.
Was it the
Yeah.
mouse?
Yeah,
He was
Did it look like
little
Mickey
white
Mouse?
kid with had his head.
No, that's Mighty Mouse. That's what you think.
Oh.
about.
Basically, all you can do is just open up portals.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
didn't he used to use like a book to open up portals?
No,
Or
he
what?
used his cap with an owl.
That's right.
The talking owl.
Because he had a big
and then
dude.
Viking.
He had a dude with a sword, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Viking.
Norman.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, we talking about cartoons I wish they come back.
X-Men?
The Pirates of Darkwater.
Oh,
Yes, that was so good.
Do a live action on
It
that.
didn't even
No.
finish the
They didn't
show.
finish the show, so it got canceled before it.
It was just like SWAT Cats. Like,
Oh, Smart Cats was up.
speak for yourself.
It was who owned this one? The Mummies.
Oh, the Mummies was good.
Capcom.
Capcom owned that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that. I thought, okay. Yeah, that was a good one.
Because, you know,
too.
one of them appeared in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Okay.
It was in Darkstalkers.
And Darkstalkers.
So they did Captain Planet?
Yeah.
Who? Hasbro?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, Johnnytown. John Cheeto did a Captain Planet.
Yeah, we don't need that.
You-
Yeah,
did
we
you
don't need that.
watch-
Tree.
did you watch
Human tree. Shout out to Don Cheadle.
Well, we don't know if it's Don Cheadle now. It could be a spoiler.
The Squirrel.
Oh yeah, we can't say
Because he
that.
was walking around without leg braces.
Yeah.
That's right. He was crippled. That's right. He probably got that. He probably went to Wakanda and got that vibranium
And
put in his
Secret
system.
Invasion.
But let's move it on now. But now let's talk about the anticipated Flash movie.
That part of a movie.
I ain't really go see it, but I heard.
I didn't have a problem with the movie.
I heard reviews about that. That shit was
We need all the spoilers.
You saw it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can talk on it.
So you said it wasn't bad. So let's say why you think it wasn't bad.
For what it wasn't bad.
Okay.
I put it to you that way.
Okay.
Did I pay to go see it? No.
See, that's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is.
You saw like somebody paid for you or?
Yeah, no, I got websites at home.
So you ain't go to the movies and see it.
He wasn't watching.
So you ain't go to the movies and see it.
Fuck no, I watched it at home.
You just said it was bad.
Yeah, this says. Turns out that The Flash is now on the top of the list of worst box office flops in the history of superhero movies.
Let's just say no one who ever saw it twice.
Like the biggest factor.
But let's talk about the people who were so happy to go see it early screening.
Oh my god!
Who went to see it early screening?
That dude.
Oh.
I didn't go see it.
I didn't go see early screening.
I ain't gonna see early screening. It was a lot of people that was decided to go see the early screening.
I waited a week.
It's one of the better DC movies, if you want my
Damn.
What?
I just want to. So
one of the better DC movies.
I'll put this on. I'm gonna go ahead and put a scale.
I said it's one of the better ones. The whole thing about this Flash, it reset the universe. So you know James Gunn is
over it now. So James Gunn used this as to go
to reset everything.
That was my. He played that.
Godspeed, James Gunn. Whenever the strike is over.
Well, at the end of the Flash, right? It has a scene where he gets back to his normal time, and he's like looking for Bruce Wayne, looking for Batman. And so it's not Ben Affleck who comes out; it's George Clooney. And so you have to watch it like you see one part is Michael Keaton there, right?
Wait, you said which Flash was this?
This is the same movie.
The movie.
Oh, okay.
Same movie.
So it's sort of like Flashpoint paradox.
Okay. So since he went back, so the Bruce Wayne to his is George Clooney.
Basically, you have 3 Bruce Waynes in this movie.
Like initially, his Batman was Ben Affleck.
Okay.
When he runs back in time and then tries to catch up with Batman again, the Batman of that time he runs into is Michael Keaton.
Okay. The OG Batman.
Yeah. And so they go back and he thinks he fixes everything, and when he gets back, he goes to talk to Bruce, and it's George Clooney.
That was the cartoon Batman, right?
Like it had one point when he was running around in the time sphere that it was showing all the fucking Supermans. It has one point.
It had the Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it had Nicolas Cage Superman. I was like, man, you fucking crazy.
But spoiler, that was supposed to be.
That's wild.
That was supposed to be Tim Burton's Superman.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they had Christopher Reeve Superman along with the Supergirl.
Yes. They had all the original Supergirls.
They even had the 1930s Superman show.
They had the original Flashes pop up in there.
Really?
Yes. So
okay.
But not WB Splash.
They even had the black and white Superman, the very first
Yes.
actor that played Superman, show up.
So it was resetting the timeline. So basically, James Gunn didn't pun this movie because it just reset the timeline and lets him do what he wants to do.
So now he just that made a whole bunch of sense. So
what didn't make sense is all this CGI that didn't work.
So basically, we had a lot of cameos in this movie. There wasn't cameos already.
And it still didn't make enough money.
That's because people didn't go to the movie theater and see it.
They didn't go to the movie
One reason because nobody liked Ezra Miller.
It's
well,
Ezra
yeah,
Miller.
that's
definitely.
what it is. So
He cannot act.
He can't act, but then why would
he did good Flash?
I think he can
He
act.
can't even run in Flash. He's not even running.
He can't act.
He can't run in Flash.
He did good in Flash.
I feel like
He's not a Flash runner.
No, he's not. He's not a Flash runner. I never said
What's
he's not.
the real problem?
That's how you run. That's how he runs.
What's this?
What's the real problem that people got with him? Like, what did he do? Because I feel I read.
What didn't he do?
He committed more felonies than the GTA character.
So there's plenty of people that commit felonies.
But he kept his job. Meanwhile, we got
You kidnap guys and he carry a gun across
I don't
state.
know what happened.
He carried a gun. He kidnapped kids.
He kidnapped children?
Yes.
Well, they still paying this white man or whatever he is.
And was he grooming them too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Because I had read like a lot of women and children refused to see the movie.
Yeah, because
they expected the movie to make as much as Batman was like 771 million, but it only made into 2 million, so they lost money.
That's why it flopped because of that right there.
But okay.
But my thing is though, why would DC still go with him? And
The same reason why they was keeping Amber Heard.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, she is supposed to make a cameo in the new Aquaman movie.
And it's not gonna be good.
Shit, my boy Jonathan Majors ain't even do shit, and look what they did to him. They pulled this shit quick.
Boy, they crucified him. They ain't had no proof.
Right.
And then when they said he got proof on her who did the assault, and he still lost all his stuff.
She said that he didn't do nothing.
And
She
Johnny
went back.
Depp is just starting to make a comeback after all the damage. Johnny Depp, he's just starting to make a comeback.
You know, that's the God.
That's why we didn't get another Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's that.
Right.
That's that woke council, man. That's that woke culture.
Yeah.
You got all the evidence there that somebody didn't do something. Y'all still gonna say, "Oh well."
And the person come back and say, "Oh yeah, I had lied." Bitch.
It came out, and for Jonathan Majors, she actually came out. Yeah, I'm just playing. He ain't do that.
Nigga, that ain't playing now.
But now you ruined this whole man career. But somebody like what's the guy name that played Flash? What's his name again?
Ezra something.
You got proof and evidence to show he did all this stuff.
He pleaded guilty.
They had to reshoot the movie just because of all the shit they've been doing.
And people kept begging Hollywood to like recast him with Grant Gustin, the guy who
Grant Gustin didn't want to do it. Grant Gustin wanted to go back to Broadway. That's why he wouldn't do it.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, because he was a really good Flash. The guy from the Flash TV show.
Oh, that guy.
This is just terrible.
He didn't want to do it. That's the whole thing.
So, what are the other thoughts about the Flash movie?
The CGI is just like
CGI is gonna be horrible because CGI is gonna be horrible.
I mean,
It has been some good CGIs, but
No.
this is CGI, and this was terrible.
You know who
Horrendous.
makes the best CGI, and I hate to say it.
What?
Asian folk. If you look at their stuff they come out with, the live action stuff, they got CGI. It's leagues ahead of our shit.
Yeah.
Why? I have no fucking clue.
Remember Hellbound? That shit was so good.
True.
I mean,
Yeah, you remember that JoJo show I sold you? That shit was pretty good.
Like what else?
you know what? You know what was so bad about the CGI? They had to CGI a baby in the microwave and think that was actually a funny pun. That's
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Wait, say that again.
But he explained why he did that.
There's no reason for you to do that.
He explained why he did that.
Wait, what happened?
Wait, Paul, say that again.
A baby in a microwave.
He put a baby in the
It's
microwave.
a point in the movie when he's trying to save these kids, right? They fall out a window.
Okay.
And he pushes one baby in the microwave. The reason he did it, and he explained it, he's like, when he runs, the friction causes so much it can kill a person if he's running with them.
So he put him in
So
the
microwave 'cause
microwave.
He puts them in the microwave because it protects from the radiation.
Was
from the
it
friction
plugged
he's
in?
No.
Oh wow, that's
See,
dark.
that's part you didn't catch, did it?
It's still. He had to make a funny joke about it. I don't care.
Flash always makes funny jokes.
He's not funny.
He's not
the
funny.
actor's not funny.
The actor's
Damn.
not funny. but
So you
Flash
got a
is funny.
personal vendetta against the man.
He does.
It's plenty of
I'm not
of
basing the
them.
movie, my thoughts on the movie.
Then you
on the
had
person.
two of them in the same movie. I mean, they
Who the other
CGI.
person
No,
you
they
like?
CGI'd
They
him
both play the
and
same.
yeah.
person.
There's
Ezra Miller
two
played
Ezra
two
Millers
roles.
to make an Ezra Miller movie. That's.
But I will
that's
say
too
Michael
much.
Keaton.
It's
I will
a
say
It
Flash
was too
movie,
much.
not an Ezra movie.
Well, I will say this: Michael Keaton did bring his A game back to Batman.
Yes.
So
Now,
that motherfucker with long hair tripped me the fuck out.
He had long hair.
He had long
He
hair.
had to shave it all up, but he had long hair. in the
Bruce?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton was looking like Gandalf. All I can say as soon as he came to the house, he looked like
They
Gandalf.
about the same age.
I said, damn. I was like, oh.
Say, well, he cleaned up nicely when he said, "I might
Yeah,
as well go
but
ahead and
just
help him
seeing
out."
Michael Keaton back as Batman was pretty cool. Because
It was yeah.
Actually, seeing old girl play Supergirl was pretty dope. I was like,
yeah, she was a really good Supergirl.
Wasn't trained, but got her ass whooped. But you know,
Carter was. Has always been trained.
got scrubbed.
She actually,
Supergirl's always been stronger than Superman.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do know that much, yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that. Why is that? Because
she had more experience.
She had more experience. She's older.
Because she was a teenager when Clark was still a baby.
Yeah. She's older than Clark.
She older.
But
So
Superman,
she got trapped in suspended animation when she got transferred
but
to
Superman's
Earth.
been.
And Superman
so how she came to Earth the same way.
Same way.
So somebody else's parent had an idea like, shit, we can put her in the ship and shit her somewhere for this shit.
Yeah,
She was looking for him though.
But yeah, she got lost in space.
She got lost. They sent her there so she could take care of him when they got there. So
they already had a plan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like you said, she got stuck in suspended animation and came years later.
And she was still a teenager when Clark is all grown up.
Except in this storyline, he didn't make it Earth.
No. Zod got him and killed him.
Oh, Zod got Superman and killed him?
Yep.
That's in another universe?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That will be
That's
erased.
the reason why the actor that plays Zod felt like, this was not a reason for him to be in the movie because he felt like it's a shell of his appearance. What's the point of me being here? Could have made a better movie without him. I'm just saying.
So why are these? So we done got so many timelines and storylines. Why don't the movies show this? Show these timelines?
Because it depends on the director. Which way they're gonna go.
And
And
because
how they were talking about, we're gonna have a black Superman. It's a different timeline.
Right, different, yeah.
Yeah, but they canceled that one.
Of course.
I mean, I didn't want it anyway. I want if you're gonna make a Superman, a black Superman like here, to make Icon. We already have a black Superman. That's Icon.
That is true. That is true.
Or Captain Marvel.
That's Marvel, you know, part of the Marvel universe. We're talking about DC,
But because of the Flash, I really do not like Blue Beetle's chances at the box office.
Why?
Because the Flash doing so poorly, that a lot of people lost trust in DC making good movies.
I'm saying, but if James Gunn over it now, shouldn't we like give it a chance now if James Gunn is in it?
They'll give it a chance now because James Gunn.
He doing something new. You know, he starting off with the universe, DC universe, with a different hero.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I want the Blue Beetle to succeed. I just don't like his chances.
What's his power?
It's a scare that turns into armor.
I think he'll do better than Shazam will ever do.
You think so?
Yeah, Shazam was terrible.
Sure is.
Yeah, it didn't bother me.
Both movies.
I don't like Shazam.
Because I know
I'm not a fan of the character.
So he ain't like Shazam?
No.
The
Shazam?
original,
I like the first one.
The original.
The first Shazam movie I like.
The original Captain Marvel.
That's
Exactly.
not the original Captain Marvel.
I just
I
don't
thought
like.
it was the Captain Marvel. I thought the Captain
like-
Marvel came from him though.
He was named Captain Marvel, but he had to change his name to Shazam.
Yeah,
Shazam.
Marvel had the rights to it before they did.
Damn.
Yep.
Because it was before Carol, there was Marvel, who was named
I don't see how you talking to the mic. You pointing at me.
Oh, sorry. But before Carol, there was a character named Marvel who was the original Captain Marvel, and he had the name longer than Shazam did.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they ended up changing. They didn't change the shit until it's 2000s when they made them change it.
Yeah.
To Shazam.
Yeah.
So where did the name Shazam even come from?
That's what he says when he
That's the wizard's
The
name.
wizard's name.
Okay. So if he said it at first, so it was like Captain Marvel, boom.
No, he still says Shazam.
He still says Shazam.
That's good. That's funny.
They even I will say this. That was a nice touch, bringing the original actor back in the second Shazam movie.
Fury of the Gods.
From the he was
Because that was Captain Marvel. Because he said Captain Marvel in that one, no, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure y'all say y'all didn't care too much about that one, or did it?
I mean, I didn't know. It was okay. It wasn't as good as the first one.
I'm like this. I watch movies for what they were.
Okay.
I don't go in with expectations. Like, what movie was it that I watched?
And they did have Wonder Woman cameo on Shazam.
Old ladies.
I know what I will and
Old
won't
ladies
like
whooping
before
his
I watch
ass.
it, so I don't waste time.
Well, they
I feel
did try in Shazam too, because they had Wonder Woman make a cameo at the end,
Yep.
and then you had the two characters from Peacemaker bring him into the Justice Society.
Yep.
Okay.
Like when I look at movies, like I'll give you a perfect example. Any of y'all ever seen Sucker Punch?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I went in to see Sucker Punch thinking, because all they showed you in the trailers were the fighting scenes.
Right.
They never showed you what the fucking movie was gonna be about.
Yeah.
So I went in there and I sat in that 2 hours and 30 minutes long movie, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? Honestly, like the concept was great. Like don't get me wrong, they were stuck in a nut house, and every time you saw one of the fighting scenes, they were trying to do something to be able to escape the nut house. And so in their mind, that's what was going on.
Okay.
So the fighting scenes were crazy as shit. But you get down to the fucking ending and you're like, she dies?
What?
This don't make no fucking sense.
No.
She didn't really die.
The selling point was
She had a fucking lobotomy. She dead.
She was walking around.
As a fucking zombie.
That's dead.
That's dead.
Like, she had a lobotomy. A lobotomy, you're not the same anymore.
That's Walking Dead dead.
Like, you're alive, but brain functions is
Pretty much.
so. But like I said, the concept, like I went into it thinking, okay, this is my expectations of the movie. Oh, I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit. I don't like. I'll still look at the damn shit now, just for the fight scenes, just for the fighting choreography scene, because it's some of the best choreographed shit I've ever seen.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of bad movies do have good fight scenes.
But after I watched that movie, I learned I'm not going into movies with no expectation whatsoever.
Just like Player One. Player number one.
Ready Player One?
Yeah, Ready
Oh, I love that shit. That's my
That
favorite
was
movie.
pretty good.
That was a good movie.
I haven't seen that.
Ready Player One is
I
like
need
one
to
of my favorite
that was a
movies.
good movie.
That was like the ultimate cameo movie.
Why did she have a lobotomy? What was the reason?
They were in our house. I can't.
Oh,
say I
they
saw
was
that
in the
shit.
crazy
Yeah,
house.
it was in the
Okay,
crazy
they do.
house.
Isn't that about when they take a hammer and hit a nail?
A drill.
They
Yeah, it's a
I
drill.
mean, they can go through the eye. They
But-
can.
Yeah.
You just like
you didn't like Ready
You just
Player
like
One?
suffering, don't you?
I did not like
No.
Ready Player One.
I don't like for people to suffer,
was a little
but
cheesy.
The
I
what?
like to
The
know what the
storyline was a little
insides
The
of people
storyline was
look
based
like.
off the book.
No, it was not.
Yes,
not
it
all the
was.
way. Not all the way in the
I
book. The
know.
book ending was different.
The book ending was the
Good
same
God.
That's
way.
science.
Please, the creator of Player One the whole time.
That's
He
also
didn't
more.
want them to just share the power.
This is the dark
He
episode.
wanted only one person.
Speaking of,
No, it
the Flashpoint was supposed to be
I
dark.
read it, man.
The
The
That's how I know.
Flashpoint was supposed to be a dark iteration of how Flash, tried to go ahead and change his own destiny just by saving one person.
It's hard.
And the only reason he did that to go back in time is to save his mama, right?
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
and his mama was killed by Reverse Flash.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, she died anyway?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
whole point of the movie was to save her ass.
Right.
And she still died.
And what he learned is no matter what he does, he can't save her.
Can't save her. And people and the same thing. The dad did it, but dad was innocent.
Yeah,
the whole
Dad
time.
was innocent the whole time.
He can save her. He can
No,
keep on
every
trying.
time he saves her, it changes
The
the
timeline.
timeline.
That's just, the timeline can change. That's just like Miles. He wanted to save his daddy. And then, 2099 man was like, no, bitch, you don't even supposed to be here. Don't change shit. That nigga gotta die.
I'm
But-
the real one.
So, I don't know.
But that's not changing
It's canon. It's the canon.
canon effect.
But yeah, for this one, Cannon in this one, his mom has to die.
Yeah, his mom has to die no matter what.
Told Miles his daddy had to die. And we got a part 2.
She got a point.
That is true. So,
Spider-Verse is better.
Like, remember when we sit here and watch the Snyder Cut of Justice League?
yeah.
At the end of it, the cutscene when they were in the Desolate and everything, Superman had gone rogue and everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that comes from
The best part.
Flashpoint.
Okay.
Like, that's what ends up happening.
Superman.
So when we saw that Justice League, if they would have left Snyder alone and let him do what he's gonna do, that's what you were gonna get.
Okay.
Now we're left with the Snyder. What they bringing out
No.
more cutscenes for me?
Yeah, Snyderverse is dead.
That's dead.
it.
I thought they were releasing some more.
No, we might get the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. Who was it?
You remember Val Kilmer was that Batman?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we like
I forgot he was Batman.
Like Joe Schumacher, the director of that movie, he had an extra cut that was like an hour long. That was an extra hour long of it.
Mm-hmm.
That you actually get to see Robin's side of the story. Like it's because you notice how everything felt short when they was trying to tell Robin's story.
Yeah.
Because we don't want it.
You don't. But.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Well, we had something called the Schumacher cut where you actually see more of Robin's story added to the film, and people are now asking for Warner Bros. To release that version of Batman Forever.
I didn't like Batman Forever that much.
Me neither.
The only part I liked about Batman Forever was Jim Carrey.
I think
Val Kilmer was a pretty good.
He made that. I think Jim Carrey made that movie. Though. He was a good Riddler.
But I actually like Val Kilmer's Batman.
Nope.
I ain't care too much about Val Kilmer. Yeah, I like George Clooney Batman before I like Val Kilmer.
That nigga had nipples. Nope.
No.
That nigga suit had nipples, bro.
Who? George Clooney?
Yeah, George Clooney's Batman had nipples.
But the thing about Val Kilmer, he played a good Batman. He just did not play a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Tomato.
I don't like any of them. I don't care how many people they have in that suit. I'm just not a fan.
Like, with the bombing.
What about Kristen Bell? You don't care?
He was okay.
What about the Batman?
If you want my honest opinion, Ben Affleck was the best Batman.
Yeah, he was.
He did. He actually did a good job as Batman, though.
He played an old man Bruce.
Yeah.
So I liked it.
I mean, he only had a 5 minute scene. He had a 5 or 10 minute scene in this movie.
Yeah.
So that's him not saying that. Hey, I was Batman in a Flash movie for 5 or 10 minutes.
With the bombing of the Flash movie, we won't get a Batman Beyond movie.
No.
We won't.
No.
That would have been awesome to see who would play Terry.
That would have been. We should have got a Batman Beyond movie. We should have at least gotten one.
It's a couple of movies we should have already.
The cartoon was
We should have a Static Shock movie. We should have been had one.
We should
But
have.
James Gunn does have plans for Static, though.
It's gonna probably be later down the line, though.
like 20 years from now.
So basically, we're going to get a Green Lantern movie somehow in the near future.
But they already casted the cast for the new Superman movie.
The young Superman or something?
Yeah.
Superman looks like Henry Cavill, a younger version of Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
so.
and also they got Nathan Fillion coming in as Guy Gardner. So they bringing Guy Gardner's Green Lantern in there. They bringing in Mr. Terrific, who was a pretty dope character.
Yeah, underrated.
Hawkwoman.
Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl.
Yeah, they got Hawk Girl, Metamorpho, and Guy Gardner.
I know what
And
got
Mr.
some.
Terrific.
They asked to bring what, Mr. Terrific.
So then, instead of Justice League, it's going to be called the Super Friends.
What the fuck is his powers?
That's what I
Mr.
want to
Terrific,
know.
he has a very high IQ. Like his intellect rivals Ray Palmer and Batman. Those are the two smartest dudes in the DC.
So this nigga like Rain Man, he just smart.
So he just.
But he makes some very good nanotech, and he uses it to fight crime.
So he's like Tony Stark.
Basically.
Yeah,
Except he doesn't have his own iron suit.
Okay.
So he just paint his face.
Actually, he tattoo
So
on his
he can fight though.
Is he human or?
He's human.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure he is.
Black guy.
Of course,
I mean,
they
I
always
hate him.
gonna
I
make a
just never
black
do-
guy human.
He has a very
cyborg
high
without the tech.
IQ.
He's cyborg without the tech.
without the mother box.
Without
the
mother box.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm finna say, cause I want to know more about.
I mean, the Justice League trust him enough to run the Watchtower because you know when he was on Justice League Unlimited, he ran the whole Watchtower.
Yep.
He
I
said,
thought it was Martian the Manhunter.
yeah, but he stepped down and they let him take over.
Okay. Okay.
And he said, "Hey, look, Superman, I'm gonna need you to go over here."
Are we supposed to get like a Booster Gold movie too now?
I doubt it.
I never heard of that.
Okay. Because I know that was like in talks.
I never liked.
There was a rumor that he might show up in Blue Beetle because you know they had like a little bromance going on between Blue Beetle and Booster Gold.
I've never liked Booster Gold, so he's annoying.
Booster Gold is basically like Kang.
Oh, I get it, but he's annoying as fuck.
I like Kang.
He's basically if Johnny Bravo had Kang's power.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what gets on my damn nerves. Annoying.
So a douche with time travel power.
Yes.
Hey, type in Sucker Punch Samurai Scene, and you'll see what I mean by like shit.
That old ass movie.
Y'all gonna work
I mean,
today.
right now, for what directors are doing, they're definitely going to go ahead and just shovel off and throw this Aquaman movie.
So is it safe to say that DC might have a fighting chance against Marvel?
With James Gunn in the director
Yeah.
seat? Yes.
Probably, yeah. I mean, because Marvel been taking some L's too lately.
You know what Marvel's taking L's?
What?
Streaming service.
It's not even streaming service. It ain't that. It's the fact that they're putting out so much shit, and they're not taking the time making shit.
Yeah, you bringing out characters that, like, let's be real, a lot of people don't care about. Like, you make a show out of Agatha, you're making a show out of Echo.
I think they canceled that.
Wait,
Echo.
Echo?
Yeah.
Why they gonna tell the story about Agatha though? Like, what she got to do with anything?
But and you got the whole rights of the X-Men back. Take advantage of that for Christ's sakes, man. Like the X-Men the X-Men was the gateway for a lot of people in the 90s. A lot of people got introduced to Marvel through the X-Men. Start taking advantage of the X-Men.
But I think they are now because if we saw Charles Professor X in the Illuminati, I think that's kind of introducing now the mutants into the MCU now.
Pretty much.
No, they use Miss Marvel as the mutant, like which I call bullshit on.
That's what they use. But everybody know if you see Professor X, the mutants are coming because we already know who he runs.
Well, they introduced the word mutant in like Wakanda Forever.
True, they did.
Because Namor is a mutant.
Shout out to
Namor is a mutant. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's an Atlantean and a mutant.
Yeah.
He's one of the oldest mutants.
Okay. No, it was Apocalypse. Come correct.
I said one of the oldest.
One of the oldest.
One of the oldest.
Apocalypse is the main one. He's the head honcho of this shit.
I thought it was just an alien.
And whatever deal Disney has with Sony.
Watch this.
You thought who was an alien?
That's CGI.
Apocalypse. I thought it was
and it looks
just an
good
alien.
to this day. And this movie's old.
And this is Sucker Punch.
So
is she having like a damn illusion or something?
It's what's going there.
Pretty much, she's daydreaming.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, the concept for it was great. It's just you got two things like this is all that fucking happens.
Well, those guys look cool.
But DC's doing some creative things, with animation. Mm-hmm. They got that new series,
This is my favorite part of the fight.
The Adventures of Superman, that looks more like a Japanese cartoon that looks like Sailor Moon.
She thought we was gonna square.
And they also got a new Suicide Squad. I think either movie or series where they get isekai'd.
Bitch.
So you're gonna have like the Joker, Harley Quinn, of course, my favorite, and a couple other characters getting isekai'd to a medieval world where they're gonna mess some stuff up. Not to mention they just announced that I think the 4th or 5th season of Harley Quinn and Ivy, Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
So DC and far as animation, they're whooping Marvel all day, every day.
But they've always done that.
They always done that.
Yeah.
They always done that.
They just can't translate it to live.
Think how old this CGI is, and it still looks good to this day.
Yeah, if we had the CGI and we're actually watching these clips from Sucker Punch, everybody. If we had this type of animation in the Flash movie, it would have done a little bit better.
What do you mean no connection? Stop playing.
It would have done a lot better. It's just the CGI with all its shortcomings and its reshoots was too much. And I was expecting a more darker
Is this
DC
Spielberg,
movie.
though? Is this a Spielberg thing?
Because the Flashpoint, to me, even in the comics and even in the animated movie that came out a couple of years back, was a much more darker tone. If you watch Flashpoint, the animated movie, it's part of the
the DC animated universe.
Yeah, DC animated universe.
I'm really hoping that we're going to introduce Thomas Wayne as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, we were looking for that. We were looking for some of the darker universes that Flash created. Instead of this one where
I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting so goddamn tired of seeing the Bruce Wayne parents die. Shit, it's like I committed a damn murder.
Well, it's no different than Spider-Man.
Same thing with Superman. Stop showing Krypton blowing up.
I mean, Spider-Man, Uncle Ben dies.
Exactly.
I mean, different origin stories,
Like,
but it gets twisted when it comes to the Flash.
Here's my thing. If you're going to do anything with Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, the one thing you don't have to do anymore is show their origin story. The entire world knows their origin story by now. True. We know Superman came from a dying planet. We know Batman's parents got shot in the alley. And we know Uncle Ben got shot. And we know the Spider-Man got bitten by a radioactive spider.
So basically what we're saying, people, the Flash was trash. And we glad it's going in the trash can, never coming back. Take the trash out.
Pull the strap out.
So the next topic we're going to talk about, and we almost getting closing time to this awesome podcast, is what the hell has happened to humanity? And
Yeah, on your phone. Yeah, taking people money on Monopoly.
Black Widow here playing Monopoly. I don't know if y'all playing Monopoly. I pray for you because that's the new age Candy Crush for us. But the reason I say about Monopoly, we had this young queen here that got kidnapped, and at the kindness of her heart, she was checking on a kid that allegedly was walking on the side of a highway. Evidently, she got out the car and she was kidnapped, and now we're on the look for her. So it's to the point now where you can't even help people anymore because you have things like this that's happening. And these people out here are finding new ways just to kidnap anybody they can by doing this. So what the hell has happened to society now?
The Russian society of its greed, to me, and its non-humane acts on people just so they can get away with it, sly ways. I mean, nobody's being held accountable on most acts they do. Sure, we can news media choose to cover what they want to cover. Just go ahead and get their, their puff piece and ratings. But the real situation is real when it comes local, and we try to outcry as much as we could, but it's not getting the clout that's needed to go ahead and spring into action and seeing why we not investigating this more, or why is this going to be a short story soon enough. And God be praised if this does not come to a short story. I want this to continue so people can be more aware of what's going on.
It's not gonna be a short story because people are actually
out there looking. Yeah,
people are actually out there looking, and because I know we had a baby and somebody else got kidnapped from Birmingham. Correct? Am I right?
Yep.
And at that time nobody really wasn't doing nothing, but I think people just getting tired of everybody, especially black women, getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
And then if you see more, it's more black women getting kidnapped than any other nationality that's getting kidnapped and getting abducted.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's really in all countries. I remember some years ago, it was like warnings put out on the news where some type of gang or whatever group of individuals would like put a baby car seat on the side of the highway, and then it would be like a little doll in there, like actually crying, and they will wait for somebody to pull over, and you know what I'm saying, like they'll snatch them up.
Right.
So I remember that being on the news, like, hey, if you ever see this, like, just keep driving, because it's normally going to be next to like woodlands, on the side of the road.
True.
They're definitely going to be waiting, and they're going to come out and grab you. Once you're going to realize, like, that's not an actual baby in there. Just call the police and keep driving. So I just feel like, I don't know. I mean, but to see an actual baby, or, like a small child walking, a normal person would pull over.
That is true.
And it was so dark. Like I was like looking at the footage and everything. It was dark. But
I rode that area last night, and that is like a spot for criminals just to come abduct anybody because it's pitch black.
It's pitch black.
And people driving mad at they bitch. They ain't you not.
Yeah.
If you driving on the highway, you not even.
459, like what?
You're not paying attention on the side of the road. You think about getting home because it's so damn pitch black.
Yeah.
And the only light you got is the light on your car.
Yeah. And then people were saying they did see like a man or whatever walking in that little spot or whatever, kind of like walking back and forth. But
there was also another couple of, I think it was either a month ago, where a young lady was buying something online to meet with this person at a shopping area. Now the shopping area may have been closed, but she did not actually, get any. She got the response. She was going to meet this person off of Facebook, and please be careful of anything you buy off of Facebook Market. If you're going to go ahead and buy something off of Facebook Market, make sure you get it to a legit location. Have someone with you.
Take your pistol.
That too.
Know how to use it.
But make sure it's in a day. Make sure it's in a view of a lot of witnesses. All right, because I don't want nobody to go ahead. I don't want to meet no one in an area where it's closed off or dark or
no cameras.
No cameras.
Police precincts are safe drop-off areas.
That's fine.
But nobody want to.
Ain't nobody trying to be there. I know everybody's trying to be there.
Use them, but hey, ain't nobody trying to get snatched up either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I rather for us to meet in a public area inside a building. That's fine with me.
I ain't even meeting your ass. I don't
You
want
can't
it.
even do that. You can't meet in the public building because they gonna meet in public building.
Like children get snatched out of Walmart.
Right. So it's not safe anywhere anymore.
It's not because most people don't. It ain't even so much people don't pay attention, but people just mind their business.
It is too, but
people mind their business like they. You know what I'm saying? So
I do, but like I tell people, like I tell my girl all the time, I say you need to start. Everybody need to start paying attention to your surroundings. You need to start looking around because every time I go out somewhere, I always look around. Y'all think, why the fuck you looking lost?
But
I'm watching what's going on.
But that's a habit for people who are trained to do that. It's people that are not trained to do that and they don't do that.
I was about to say, she fussed at me all the time. Dad, stop scanning. I can't help it.
You can't help it. No. It's like to the point, and Tony can vouch on this too. Like we police officers. Like every time we go to a restaurant, I always find somewhere I can sit in the back.
Me too. And my back needs to be against the wall. Yep. Yeah.
And when I go to the bathroom, I always use a stall with the doors on. I never use like the urinals anymore. When I'm in uniform. Well, I'm not in uniform.
I wouldn't use those if I was a guy anyway. Ew. Those wall pissers are nasty. But anyway.
I use urinals.
Yeah, I bet you do. It's just weird. Ugh.
I just hate that for this family though, man. This is like a tragic time for Birmingham. I hope, she is found and come back safe back safe. But man, I'm glad everybody's out there now actually doing their part instead of. Another thing that pissed me off when stuff like this goes on, people on Facebook, can y'all please shut the hell up? Because y'all don't know what y'all talking about sometimes.
Exactly.
Y'all really
and if
don't.
you do know something, stop posting shit on Facebook.
Exactly.
They're looking at the shit the same way we're looking at it.
Because y'all don't think criminals got Facebook.
Right.
Yes.
How the hell you think we catch half of y'all? Your Facebook page.
Right.
Y'all posting with guns and shit with money. That's like...
that motherfucker got a Fox.
Okay.
I know he ain't supposed to have that.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you have any tips...
Felony.
If you have any tips or clues or information, please.
The information is on the BLERDOVER page. You can get in contact with Hoover PD, Birmingham, any local agency in Birmingham, federal as well. You can get in contact with the family, but we really do need to find her and let her come home. Because I was out there last night looking for myself, trying to search for. Luckily, I came across something, so I hope that would be a big push in this, but society just messed up. It's like nobody, you can't even help nobody no more because the kindness of your heart.
And the people that you're trying to help, they're getting attacked just like those two firemen. I'm praying for them, and they're still recovering.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I know. I don't want to talk about that. That's a fucked up situation.
That was a fucked up. That's a real fucked up situation.
It seems like every summer when it gets hot, it gets real crazy every time.
The hotter it gets.
That's Birmingham for you, baby.
Well, I'm not gonna say Birmingham. It's just all over. You just gotta. And for me, being an Uber driver, I'm sorry I kept bringing that up, but that's what I am. I see a lot of stuff at night that bothers me, and I'm more self-aware and conscious of who gets in my car every night, or who I pick up, or where I have to go, because I never know where I'm going or who I'm picking up, or who's gonna be in the back seat, whether or not they're gonna be sane or crazy.
True. This is true.
So
keep that act right on the armrest.
Yeah, I keep it. But it's just a simple fact that we all got to be more self-aware, more self-conscious. Ask plenty of questions. If you're not sure, if your gut feeling says something's wrong, go with that first feeling, because it could save your life and the lives of others.
Man, well, like we saying, man, y'all look out for each other, take care of one another, especially us black people. Let's just come together, like I would say, unity, unify. And this is stuff to hear, because it could have been anybody in our group, anybody, family member, somebody you know. It could have been anybody that could have happened.
And people think I'm crazy for putting a tracking device on my silver car. Ha! Not today. Huh?
Exactly. Kept to yourself.
Exactly. Now that she knows, she's gonna try to find it and take it out.
And now people know, like, oh, really? She got to try it. All right, bet.
Hey,
don't people go to jail for that?
We just not gonna be near a car now.
Yes, it's giving stalking.
He just committed to a crime.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
In front of 2 cops.
They off duty though.
I'm not bailing him out.
Jesus.
But man, like I said, we got the information on our personal page and also the BLERDOVER page. If y'all want to help and share the information, please do. And thank y'all for tuning in. But do we have any announcements before we end? Any announcements? Anything want to be said? Anything?
Yeah, we always have announcements.
Okay,
we got this back to school drive / kickback. The link is in the BLERDOVER bio. It's in my bio too. If you don't want to show up to the kickback, you can always help out by purchasing a book bag or some supplies. If you are coming to the kickback, you can definitely bring supplies or any donations you want to give. Also, you can send whatever a blessing to the BLERDOVER Cash App. What is it? BLERDOVER 19.
$ BLERDOVER 19.
Okay, so BLERDOVER 19 to the Cash App if you want to send something even as small as $5. That'll help out to giving back to the kids that are going back to school.
Yeah, that is awesome. We are collecting book bags, and if y'all want to donate some more school supplies, bring it to the event, which will be on August the 5th from 6 to 11 at the Bazaar Coffee Bar in Birmingham, a black-owned business. Come out, meet other people like yourselves. We got a bar. It's gonna be a bar, hookah. It's gonna be food trucks out there. So y'all come out, kick it, have a good time, and let's vibe out. Also, we always do it. We party with a purpose. So y'all come out and hang out with us and let's have a good time. And let's keep bringing a nerd scene to the city of Birmingham. Anything else we got? Anything else?
Just continue to watch the BLERDOVER page for more contents. We got, me and my co-host. We're gonna go ahead and throw out some more videos sometime this week. I know I got a video tomorrow in depth of what's going on in the WWE universe. He may have a video on the AEW universe. With our props guy, LC Jeter, he may in the near future have a video on how definitely how he does his props. He will do a follow-up on whether or not he's going to go ahead and be on Etsy or not, but please follow them. Also follow Villains Vixen. She's definitely doing well enough on her interviews. Very good.
Don't have to follow.
And Escanor Flies, definitely on Twitch. Continue to follow him. We may have 2 other Twitch content creators. That'll be Asking Ebony and also Blurred Sunbay. They've been on Twitch, and soon enough, they were also on YouTube. So continue to follow us on our pages.
Well, there it is. Hey, y'all follow Escanor McFly in the game room as he keep playing these journey games for ever and a goddamn day.
Shut up.
He's on a journey.
Shit. This man been playing journey games since I met. I was like, bro, are you ever gonna end your journeys?
Mm-mm.
What are you playing now?
Final Fantasy 16.
And you gonna stream tonight and you gonna finish that? They can take maybe 5 to 6 hours.
It might. Yeah. I know I don't have much left.
Okay.
So
about 2 more days.
And then you going back to Zelda.
No, I'm taking a break from journey games for a second. It's a bit much.
Man. Y'all can catch me on my Twitch page when I'm playing hard games. I don't know why I'm doing this shit to myself.
They're so good.
I'm gonna try to beat the nerd nun massacre. That shit is creepy in itself. There's no music being played inside the damn hospital. That shit is creepy.
And yet you try to play it in the dark, and I don't know why you do it.
That's when you gotta play it.
When you first play the game, it tells you this. She said, play it by yourself, play it in the dark, don't play them more than one time a day.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, who the fuck tells you this before the game?
I know what I need you to play.
Wait.
That's
play
good to
Callisto
play.
Protocol or Dead Space Remix.
Ooh,
Either one of them.
Dead Space, don't
I
do it.
I see you playing Dead Space. Fuck that.
Oh.
Play the Callisto.
No.
Callisto Protocol, I streamed that and beat it. And it's the same way. I was like, oh, this some bullshit.
Strobe lights itself. It just got.
I'm sitting there playing. I was like, this some bullshit. I'm scared to go around the corner. I'm looking. I'm like, no.
You actually think
no.
And then it also, hold on. Then it also goes back. It also tells you play like your life is on the line, bro. Who the fuck made this game? Why would you tell somebody this?
Take it serious and don't be playing around.
I do take it serious. Shit, I hit up on
That's
the
what they
for at least
tell
an
you.
hour.
Oh God.
What? Fuck that. No. No. What game was I playing that was on PC?
Today we're gonna go see what it is.
What game was I playing on PC that Corey Kenshin played? And that shit was spooking the fuck out of me.
Talking about the
mortuary?
No.
No.
Nuh-uh. I can't remember the name of the game. What game was it I was playing? That's Corey Kenshin played it. It's like you're in the house and shit jumps out. You're collecting these little purple orbs and shit. Dark Deception.
Yeah.
Bro.
By the way, shout out
Fuck no, I didn't finish that. I was getting frustrated. No, it didn't scare me. After I played it for a minute, it stopped scaring me. I just started getting pissed because it was like cheap deaths. I'm like.
By the way, shout out to Corey Kenshin. He got a cameo in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
That is true. That's coming out soon. Coming out soon. But at this time, everybody, we're gonna let everybody say their goodbyes and their handles, and we're gonna end this thing. So whoever want to take it away, please take it away, and let's go ahead and end this thing. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for the people to watching. Y'all kept going in and out. We appreciate y'all.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram, static_Jones, and follow me on TikTok with the same name, and then follow me on Twitter, Jones_static.
All right, it's Escanor McFly. You can follow me on Twitch at Escanor McFly, on Facebook at The Game Room, and on Instagram, Escanor McFly.
You can follow your boy LC Jeter and player number 1 and player number 2, whoever his name is, because you think you know everything. On all social media platforms.
Right.
Even when you shout, even when you just play, y'all got to throw shade at each other.
I'm not gonna go ahead and throw shade at him. He's just my twin and clone. Anyways, you can follow me on Facebook, and also you can follow me on Instagram. Same handles, and definitely more content on wrestling. And with that, Villainous Vixen.
All right, this is this is Black Widow out. I ain't gonna give my social media because I ain't got time for nobody to be dying. Too much going on in the world, anyways. But I'm out.
That was Black Widow, everybody.
No, she just said she don't want to give out her information. You can follow me on Instagram only at Villainous Vixen.
Boom, there it is.
And we also had in the podcast, but enough said. The One-Eyed Ghoul. I mean, if you don't want to
You
go,
gonna let him introduce himself?
He a grown man.
But everybody, y'all know who this is. The face that run the place. Your boy SKIP.88 here from Blurred Over, saying thank y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned. We will be at some more cons. We will be at DreamCon coming up, and we are planning to attend Dragon Con as well. So you can see us there.
No table.
Yeah, with no tables. Yeah, no tables at both.
To be clear.
But we're just going to be there to enjoy the con for the first time, because the reason I've been doing interviews no more, we have been in con season. We have been grinding. So thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the love y'all been giving us. But we will be back. We're doing the interviews and everything, so don't worry. I will be back. Y'all will see more of this silly, ugly face, a.k.a. no hairline.
Yeah.
Thing. But,
Who says that?
It's okay, man. Stephen A. Smith would be proud.
But thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all, and let's keep following us for more content. We're gonna keep pushing it out. And at this time, WTW, what's the word? Say it with me. UNITY. What does that spell?
Unity.
I'm so glad you know how to spell that shit now.
One time I said the U and said the I.
But everybody, we out, and we see you next time at Being.
Dang.
Do you want a little help?
Don't worry about me. Fighting that little beast made me start thinking about the animals I left behind on the island, and so I let my guard down. Now to fight like I mean it.
So I heard you trained in hell.
So I heard you were the baddest and the strongest.
I have no qualms with you. Leave now and I'll let you live.
So we want to see if it's all talk or you ready to throw these hands.
My only focus is the Lin Kuei.
Nah, we gonna settle this. We gonna settle this right now.
Your funeral.
Get over here!